evening, I'm Dania and this is KiniNews. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said that DBKL will continue to closely monitor the area of the sinkhole incident on Jalan Masjid India. He also said a technical study of the sinkhole at the incident site has been conducted by the relevant parties. He told reporters after performing Friday prayers in Penang today that he had passed through the area and there are no issues. He added that the areas deemed necessary to be reinforced will be done immediately and DBKL will monitor it closely every day. Anwar also dismissed claims by certain parties that the incident had caused concern among the public and foreign tourists. Meanwhile, the Works Minister said the government is also planning mitigation measures. The issue was discussed in a recent cabinet meeting. The government is planning mitigation measures to address the potential risk of sinkholes following a recent incident involving an Indian tourist that has heightened public concern. Minister of Works Alexander Nantalinggi said the matter has been brought to the Cabinet's attention. He said they had decided that immediate action is needed to identify high-risk areas. He told reporters today that currently they have not identified specific areas at risk of sinkholes, but efforts are underway to identify such areas, similar to how they have identified over 2,000 risk-prone slope locations. He added that the matter was also discussed in a recent cabinet meeting. Moving forward, he said the government will focus on using science, technology and artificial intelligence to address and prevent such incidents. On August 23rd, an Indian national went missing after falling into an 8-meter sinkhole in Jalan Masjid India while on the way to a nearby temple. The search and rescue operation, now in its 8th day, continued this morning in efforts to locate her. Still on the sinkhole, the search and rescue operation has entered the 8th day. The operation was suspended briefly at 5 a.m. and continued later in the morning.
The Malaysian Fire and Rescue Department's attempt to locate the missing Indian national who fell into the sinkhole on Jalan Masjid India by exploring a nearby sewer channel has once again ended in failure. A check by Bernama saw 2 scuba divers from the department's Northern Region Academy begin descending into the sewer channel at 4 a.m. to reach a suspected backlog area approximately 44 meters from the incident site. The dive was conducted after the search and rescue team sealed off part of the channel and redirected the inflow to reduce the water level from 1.5 meters to 0.8 meters. Members of the SAR team reported that the divers faced significant challenges, including large amounts of rocks and sand in the channel, while strong currents made it difficult to reach the backlog area. The SAR operation was temporarily suspended at 5 a.m. and was resumed later. It is understood that the operation, now in its 8th day, is still focused on efforts to clear a backlog or 15-meter blockage detected yesterday in the sewer lines below Wisma Yakin, approximately 44 meters from the sinkhole.
Before we move on, if you'd like access to news like this and more, consider supporting us and donate to Kinitv by scanning the QR code on the screen. Inat Consortium has commented on the hole at Jalan Pantai Permai in Kampung Kerinci. It said its operation team had inspected the scene of the incident and it was not due to the sewage pipes. Inat Consortium clarified that a large hole that appeared on Jalan Pantai Permai, Kampung Kerinci last Monday was not caused by its sewage pipe. In a statement today, the company said its operations team had carried out an inspection at the scene of the incident after receiving a report from Kuala Lumpur City Hall. It added that it found that the flow of sewage via sewerage pipes was smooth as usual, and further investigation using CCTV found the sewers in good condition with no signs of damage. IWK said it believes the incident occurred due to other causes that required a detailed investigation by other relevant agencies. It added that the results of the CCTV investigation were also channeled to DBKL. In a post on its Facebook page on Tuesday, DBKL said a collapsed drain had resulted in a large hole in Kampong Kerinci on Monday. Bersatu Youth lodged a police report against Zahid today. This was over the statutory declarations issue. Bersatu Youth Permanent Chairperson Akmal Zahin Zainal Zahir lodged a police report against Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Hamidi today. This is for allegedly deceiving and misleading the previous young di-Pertuan Agong. Akmal referred to Zahid's claim that he had all 30 statutory declarations SD by BN MPs who supported Anwar Ibrahim as Prime Minister right after the 15th general election in 2022. He told reporters at the Dang Wangi Police Headquarters that Zahid had admitted that he had sent a letter to Istana Negara after BN MPs withdrew support for Muhyiddin Yassin and remained neutral. He claimed that it is clear that Zahid deceived and misled the then young di-Pertuan Agong, Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah, and this is a serious criminal offence. On August 21st, Muhyiddin, as part of a sedition probe against him, said he handled over 115 SDs to the police for investigation. He also submitted a letter to confirm that the SDs were received by Sultan Abdullah's private secretary. On August 22nd, Zahid refuted Muhyiddin and claimed that 10 of the SDs from BN MPs were invalid. Hashim Justin said PAS will not entertain invitations to join the federal government. This is what he said about the matter. PAS will not entertain any invitation, including from UMNO, to be part of the coalition government, which currently includes DAP. This is according to the party's spiritual leader, Hashim Justin. Hashim was quoted by Haraka Daily as saying that PAS had previously tried working with DAP but failed. He said they tried working with DAP and were once friends. He recalled how former Penang Chief Minister Lim Guan Eng said he would rule like Caliph Umar Abdul Aziz and said that he was driven to be friends with Lim because of it. However, he claimed that Lim's words turned out to be lies as he had other agendas. According to him, this eventually led to the party's Shura Council to decide to sever ties with DAP. Hashim pointed out that they had taken this decision after knowing DAP and said that now UMNO wants them to be together again. He said even if they brought this matter up to the Shura Council, no one would back PAS working with DAP again. Hashim said that's why PAS doesn't want DAP or Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. Earlier this week, Utusan Malaysia quoted Hashim saying that PAS has to weigh the pros and cons of joining the federal government, following efforts from certain parties to invite PAS. Hashim, however, did not disclose who had made the invitation. It should be noted that PAS most senior leaders have, in recent times, publicly rejected the idea. While we are on the topic of PAS, analysts said the party could risk division if it joins the government. They added that it was irrational for PAS to join them in the current political climate. A political analyst believes that PAS could risk facing further division and losing the support of its voter base if it joins the coalition government. Political science lecturer Hussein Yusri Zawawi said it would be irrational for PAS to join the Pakatan Harapan and BN government in the current political climate, especially if it has to leave Perikatan Nasional to do so. He told Malaysia Kini that such a decision could be seen as a betrayal, as PAS would be perceived as joining forces with DAP or other parties not in line with their ideology. He explained that this is because PAS, through history, has shown that its supporters are sensitive to any form of compromise that seemingly weakens its Islamic principles. For example, he said their participation in Pakatan Rakyat had caused internal tension in the party. He added that even though Pakatan Rakyat eventually split, the experience was a lesson for PAS about the risk of joining a coalition that is too ideologically different. Similarly, University Putra Malaysia political analyst Nur Ayuni Muhammad Isa expressed her view that it would benefit PAS to remain in the opposition until the 16th general election. She said PAS plays a more significant role as the opposition in performing the checks and balances function. She added that PAS and PN can help improve the quality of decision-making and prevent behaviour that may threaten integrity. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Danya. Thanks for watching.